Good morning. My name is John Curran. I'm the President and CEO of ARIN. I'd like to welcome you to the ARIN 40 meeting in San Jose. Thank you. We're here to have a great couple of days, work on policy, get updates on how the organization is running and how we're working with other organizations, and should be fun-filled. I see we have a good-sized number of people, not as many as Danog. The back of the room, we could set up some volleyball courts in or something. But please come in and get to the front here. And we will start right off doing introductions. So let's see if I can bring up my first slide. Welcome slides. Very good. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'd like to start off by saying we have a number of people present. That includes the ARIN Board of Trustees, our chair, Paul Anderson, who is up here, myself on the board, Patrick Gilmore, who I know is out there, Aaron Hughes, Marika Kao, Bill Sandiford, and Bill Woodcock. All the board members are here. We have the ARIN Advisory Council, which is the one that does the heavy lifting when it comes to policy development. And that includes Dan Alexander, our chair, and all the members of the AC, please raise your hand. That's the ARIN Advisory Council. If you have a question about the policies under development or have an idea for one, find one of these gentlemen or gentle person. What? Oh, yes. Okay. All right. Next slide. Okay, might be an operator error here. Okay, here we go. The NRO Number Council, which works on global policy. We have Louis Lee, Jason Schiller, and Kevin Bloomberg. Gentlemen, raise your hand. Yes, yes, and yes. Very nice. These folks are the contingent from the ARIN region that participate in the Number Council. We also have a number of guests from other RIRs, our RIR colleagues. Folks, if you're from another RIR, raise your hand nice and high. Yes, see? Helping us work on one global registry. Okay, the ARIN management team is present. Myself, obviously, CEO. Nate Davis, the one who does all the work. Where are you, Nate? Thank you, Nate. Kathy Handley and Ann Rochelle. Ann Rochelle and Kathy, stand up. Where are you? Okay, very good. As people may be aware, Kathy's put in many, many years at ARIN, and we're at the situation now where she's going to get some additional assistance through Ann Rochelle, a very happy addition, and we'll take it from there. Richard Jimerson, our CIO, over here. Thank you, Richard. Aaron Allagood, HR and Administration. Aaron, where are you? In the back, the one who makes us all the staff happy. The person who actually puts this meeting together, her and her staff, Susan Hamlin. Susan, stand up, please. Our head of engineering, Mark Costers. Mark, where are you? In the back. All your technical problems, go find Mark. You're going to anyway. I might as well point them out. Leslie Nobile, who works for me. She's our Senior Director of Global Registry Knowledge. Leslie, where are you? Way over there. Leslie's doing work helping keep a high-accuracy registry and working on folks with other RIRs on initiatives, law enforcement, things like that. So a round of applause for Leslie. And then the gentleman who's keeping everything running back in the shop while Leslie goes off and does that is John Sweeting. John, where are you? John in back. He's our RSD director. Thank you, John Sweeting. Billing, Val, you in the room here? Very good. The person you pay your invoices. Val runs financial services. A round of applause for her. And then our last staff, who's just up here, Michael, where are you hiding? My Associate General Counsel, Michael Abuela, is the one who handles all your contract work when you try to change an RSD or have a problem with compliance. You'll talk to Michael and I. Okay, so we have the management team here. We also have our fellows here. Our ARIN 40 Fellowship Program provides funds and support so that fellows can come attend the meeting, have a small stipend for support, and learn about ARIN, bring that message back to their community. Fellowship program's been remarkably successful, and so we have this year we have a handful of fellowship recipients. So all the fellows, raise your hand, nice and high. These are fellows from Canada and from the US and our fellow from the Caribbean. Where's our Caribbean? Very nice. Each fellow is assigned a mentor, someone who will work with them, and the mentors are here to help guide them through, explain how we do things, answer any questions they might have. I'd like to also point out, oops, that was a fellow from the outlying areas. I'd also like to point out we have a number of newcomers. At this meeting, we have 52 new attendees who have not been to an ARIN meeting before, and the newcomers all attended our session, which was yesterday afternoon, get to meet the ARIN staff, learn about ARIN, and we have a prize drawing now. So I need someone to come up and help me do the drawing, some member of the audience. Owen, are you hiding here? Yes, come on up, Owen, there you go.
Plain sight right in front of you.
Good, glad you're here. I like consistency, very good. One, please. Unless you're giving out one this year. No, okay, just one. Okay. We do a survey at the end of our fellowship program, at the end of our, newcomer program, to make sure that we have oriented, so we have good information. It's a very important form of feedback to us. And as a result, people who complete the survey are put in the running for a gift certificate. And Marie Holan. Marie, are you here? Raise your hand. Yes, okay, very good. We're going to email you a gift certificate. Thank you for completing the survey. I thank all of our newcomers for completing the survey. They provide essential feedback to us. Now, on with our program. A couple of little details. Remote participants. We have a number of remote participants. The remote participants have access to the webcast, a live transcript of the proceeding. Because we have a live transcript of the proceeding, and I should tell myself that before I get up here, we need to speak slowly and clearly. I'm from Boston. That doesn't come very well for me, but I'll try. So when you're out here, please speak clearly, slowly, for the sake of the person doing the transcription. We have all the meeting materials that you have, the remote participants have. There's also a chat room where remote participants can ask questions and can participate in the show of hands for policy consensus. Emergency procedures. You're in a ballroom. There are exits. If you need to leave here for an emergency, like a fire or disaster, head out the exits. They're all marked. Run across the street. We will all gather over there at the park directly across from the Market Street exit. Wireless SSIDs. If you were here for NANOG, you already know this. NANOG ARIN is a 802.1x secured, and NANOG ARIN Legacy is an open, unencrypted one. Use one of those. Very happy to share the network with NANOG, so that's sort of seamless moving from one to the other. Attendance stats. So we have attendees from Canada, 9, from the United States, 123, 4 from the Caribbean, 40 from outside the ARIN region, 21 remote participants. I'd like to thank our two sponsors, Zayo and Google, network and webcast sponsor. And then I'd like to remind everyone during the afternoon break to claim your ARIN t-shirt. We have t-shirts with the Sunny ARIN logo on it. So during the afternoon break, head to the front and turn in your ticket and get your t-shirt. We're coming up to our 20th anniversary, okay? You may be asked about fond memories of times at ARIN, particularly those of you who have been here as long as I have. Don't be surprised if staff walks up to you and says, tell us about your experiences at ARIN over the last 20 years. We're building a number of quick videos and information that we'll put online when we have our anniversary celebration. Okay, so I'd like to now, oops, one more. Yeah, interesting remote. Okay, if you want to have a copy of the agenda, your ARIN 40 app you can download, and that has convenient access to the agenda and all of the materials. Rules and reminders. When you come up to the microphone, speak clearly. State your name and your affiliation. The chair is going to moderate things so that everyone can be heard. Be polite. If you're already spoken on something, when you come back up, let other people speak first before you go and take the microphone again. So we want to try to make sure everyone has a chance to speak. And there's a list of courtesies and rules in the program. If you have your discussion guide, you can find it there. So here's the agenda for today. Kind of busy. We're going to have an AC on-docket proposals report, which is everything the Advisory Council is working on. We'll have an update of the policy development process in each of the RIRs. We'll have an Internet number status report, given the status of the free pools. We'll have a policy implementation and experience report, feedback from the staff as to on the number of policies, how their implementation has gone, things to think about in terms of developing policy. We'll have an update on our second customer survey, which is soon to happen. We'll have a report from the IETF activities reporter. We'll talk about the ARIN website, which is being redesigned. We'll have the ARIN election procedures and candidate speeches. We'll do an update on the Caribbean, and then we'll have an open mic session. So a lot of information today. We also have a number of policies we're going to be talking about. We have 4 draft policies on the docket. We have update on annual who is POC validation. We have a change to the definition of community network. We have the removal of reciprocity, not even then, requirements for inter-RIR transfers. And we get to improve those same requirements for inter-RIR transfers. So we have 4 policies on the docket for today. We'll have some great discussions about them. Tonight's social at Club Autosport. So tonight we have buses that leave starting at 6:45 every 15 minutes, and return buses coming at 8:30. Wear your social or regular name badge to get in, and should have a great social tonight. Okay, so at the head table, I see my chair, Paul Anderson. I see our vice chair, Bill Woodcock. Dan Alexander, thank you, Dan, chair of the Advisory Council. Tina Morris, our vice chair. And I see at the end, is that Chris? Looks like Chris. Chris Tassett, our Jabber scribe, who doesn't have the Jabber terminal right now, but we're getting him one shortly.